According to work energy theorem, the work done against a conservative force will appear as change in potential energy and change in kinetic energy. If delta W is the work done, delta U is the change in potential energy, delta K is the change in kinetic energy, then the work done is numerically equal to the sum of the change in potential energy and change in kinetic energy. If a body is moved very slowly such that there is no change in kinetic energy, then in that case delta K can be taken to be 0, then delta W, the work done, is numerically equal to the change in potential energy. Change in potential energy is final potential energy minus initial potential energy. If the initial potential energy is 0, then the work done is equal to the final potential energy. Suppose we have got two bodies, each of mass m, separated by an infinite distance. Now the potential energy is 0 because the gravitational force is 0. As the bodies are brought closer very slowly, or as one body is kept fixed and the other body is moved very slowly and brought up to a distance r, here the work is done by the gravitational force. The change in energy can be taken as minus because the work done is negative. So delta W is equal to minus UF. Now how to find this energy of the bodies? Suppose we have a body of mass m1 fixed in space. There is no other body in its surroundings, so there is no gravitational field or gravitational potential of other bodies. So to bring this body m1 to this position, no work is done because there is no force acting on it. Suppose we have got another body of mass m2 at infinity. The gravitational force on it is 0. Suppose that is brought to this position P. Here the gravitational potential of m1 is minus g m1 by r. If r is the distance, this is minus g m1 by r. This is V. If a body of mass m2 is brought from infinity to this position, the work done is equal to m2 into V. This is from the definition of gravitational potential. We say that gravitational potential at any point is the work done in bringing a unit mass from infinity to that point. If V is the work done on unit mass, then the work done to bring a mass m2 is m2 into V. So the work done is equal to minus g m1 by r into m2, or that is minus g m1 m2 by r. The gravitational potential U is equal to minus the gravitational potential energy U is equal to minus g m1 m2 by r. Here gravitational potential energy is always negative. This is because the potential energy due to force of attraction is negative, and the potential energy due to force of repulsion is positive. Both these kinds we can observe in electrostatics. If two like charges are held at a certain distance, there will be repulsive force between them and the potential energy is positive. If two unlike charges are held at a certain distance, there will be a force of attraction between them and the potential energy is negative. And the gravitational force is always negative, therefore gravitational potential energy is always negative. But the change in gravitational potential energy, it can be negative as well as positive, depending on what is the initial potential energy and what is the final potential energy. If the bodies are brought closer, the potential energy changes from less negative to more negative, therefore the change is negative. If the bodies are moved apart, the potential energy changes from more negative to less negative, so the change is positive. The change in gravitational potential energy may be either negative or positive. That also depends on what kind of work is done. If the work done is positive, the change in potential energy is positive. If work done is negative, the change in potential energy is negative. To understand it better, let us consider a very simple problem. Suppose we have got two bodies, each of mass m, separated by a distance r. This is the initial condition. The distance between them is r. The initial potential energy is minus g m square by r. Suppose the distance is doubled. There are two cases. One, distance is doubled. Second, distance is halved. When distance is doubled, then UF is equal to minus g m square by 2r. Then the change in potential energy, delta U is equal to UF minus UI, that is minus gm square by 2r minus of minus plus gm square by r, that's equal to gm square by 2r. So here you can see that when the bodies are moved apart, the change in potential energy is positive. Now let us see what will happen if the bodies are brought closer. The distance is made halved. So here initial energy is minus gm square by r, final energy is minus gm square by r by 2, that is minus 2 gm square by r. The change in energy, final energy minus initial energy, that is minus 2 gm square by r minus of minus plus gm square by r. This will give us minus gm square by r. So here we have seen that if two material bodies are separated by a certain distance, the potential energy is negative. The change, if the distance is changed, the potential energy changes. This change can be either negative or positive. That all depends on what is the initial potential energy, what is the final potential energy. if final potential energy is less negative than the initial potential energy, the change in potential energy is positive. This will happen when the distance between the bodies is increased. Now when we have got two bodies of masses m1 and m2, we said that there is some potential energy minus gm square by r, or gm1 m2 by r. Now here you will be wondering whether this energy belongs to m1 or m2. This energy belongs to both. We cannot say which one has how much energy. As long as they are fixed in their positions, we cannot say what is the energy of m1 and what is the energy of m2. If they are released, then they start moving. Their potential energy will get converted into their kinetic energy. Now we can say that which has got more energy, which has got less kinetic energy. Because both the bodies are moving with equal and opposite momenta, lighter body will have more kinetic energy than the heavier body. After this, we'll take up three bodies placed at the corners of or at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Now let us see what is the work done in arranging one body after the other, what is the total work done, what is the total potential energy. After that we change the configuration and see what can be the change in the potential energy or what is the work done in changing the configuration. Suppose we have got an equilateral triangle of each side having length L. Suppose all the vertices are vacant. We have brought this is equilateral triangle somewhere in space where there is no gravitational field present due to any source. In such a situation, if a body of mass m1 is brought and placed at one of the vertices, then the work done in bringing this first body is zero, because work is done only when there is already existing some force or already existing some potential. Because there is no potential, no work is done. W1, the work done in keeping the first body is zero. Suppose we bring the second body and keep it here. When we bring the second body, there is already some gravitational potential due to the first body. Suppose this distance is r12, distance between 1 and 2. Then in bringing the second body, there is some work done that is equal to minus gm1 m2 by r12. Suppose we bring the third body and keep it here at the third corner. When it is brought here, there are already two potentials existing, one due to m1 and the other due to m2. So to bring it there, we have to do two works. One for the potential of m1, another for the potential of m2. So the work done W3 is equal to minus g m1 m3 by the distance. Suppose this distance is r13 and this distance is r23, then the work done here is minus g m2 m3 by r23. The total work done in arranging all these three bodies, W is equal to W1 plus W2 plus W3, that is minus common, G M1 M2 by R12 plus G M1 M3 by R13 plus G M2 M3 by R23. If all the bodies have got same mass and it is an equilateral triangle of side L, then this will be equal to minus 3G M square by L. Sometimes it may be asked like this. Already we have got three bodies kept at the corners of an equilateral triangle. What is the work done in removing one of them to infinity? Suppose we are removing one of the bodies. It is same as the work done in keeping the last body. While removing, the work done in removing first body is same as the work done on the last body in making the arrangement. So then in that case, the work done in moving any one body from this system is equal to this plus this, that is 2G M square by L. Sometimes it may be asked, already three bodies are there, each of mass M, at the corners of an equilateral triangle of side L. If the triangle is made bigger with each side doubled in its length, then what is the work done? Then in that case, the initial energy Ui is equal to minus 3G M square by L, and the final energy Uf is equal to minus 3G M square by length is doubled, so it is 2L. Then the work done, W is equal to Uf minus Ui. Final minus initial, so this will become plus 3G M square by L minus 3G M square by 2L, that's equal to 3G M square by 2L. Sometimes numerical values may be given. For example, we have got three bodies, each of mass 1 kg, placed at the corners of an equilateral triangle of side 1 meter. What is the potential energy of the arrangement? Then directly we can use this formula. The potential energy of the arrangement Ui is equal to minus 3G M square is 1 by L is also 1, so it is minus 3G. Suppose it is given like this. Now they are moved apart such that they make an equilateral triangle of side 3 meter. Then what is the final potential energy and what is the work done? When the length of the side is made 3 meter, the final energy Uf is equal to minus 3G by 3, that's equal to minus G. This is the final potential energy. The work done is equal to Uf minus Ui, and that is minus G minus of minus plus 3G, that's equal to 2G. Like this we can find the potential energy of a system of three bodies kept at the three corners of an equilateral triangle, and the change in the potential energy or the work done in rearranging the sides of the triangle. After this, we'll take up an arrangement of four bodies.